Kansas City, here I come. No stops required in Wilbert Harrison's version of the song that found a home in the heart of the nation. Mr. Harrison's version, of course, preceded by a peek into the speakers with renditions by the Beatles, James Brown, Lester Flatt, and Earl Scruggs, and the great Jay McShann. And there you have it, the world-famous Kansas City song. I'm Marty Stuart, and you're listening to Marty Stuart's American Odyssey. We're coming to you from Kansas City, a city with a musical heart so big, Superlatives, it needs 2 states to hold it.
2 states?
That's right. So much of America's great music has come from Kansas City, Kansas, as well as Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh, yes.
Handsome Harry, did you know that Kansas City, Kansas is known as the Paris on the Plains?
I did not know that.
And Brother Brian, Kansas City, Missouri, of course, is known as the City of Fountains.
Oh, no kidding.
That's right. Probably because of all the wonderful creativity that flows forth, Cousin Kenny.
That's right.
Speaking of flowing forth, King David.
Yes, Marty.
Son, look at you.
Yeah.
I wish everybody on the
looking
radio
good.
could see you. You are looking sharp over that Kansas City style.
Thank you so much.
Where does a man go to array himself in such beautiful finery such as yourself, King David?
Well, you remember Mr. Perry that we
Yes.
spoke about on previous shows.
Fine man.
Oh, yes. Well, he facilitated me over to Penner's back a few years ago.
So those are vintage threads.
Absolutely.
Oh, my man.
You know, I used to live here in Kansas City, so I took some things out of the closet.
Now, let me ask you a question. Isn't Mr. Perry the gentleman that placed you with the Kansas City Royals organization?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
And what was it you did for the Royals?
Well, I did a very special job for the Kansas City Royals when I lived here previously. You know, Marty, you may not know this about me, but I actually went to meteorology school.
You did?
Well, I didn't actually go to
Which university did
Well,
you?
I didn't go to a physical university. I did a correspondence course through the mail.
I get it.
At one of the
Right.
top meteorology
Yeah,
schools
right.
in the nation.
Sure.
So I learned to read Doppler radar very, very well.
Efficiently.
Oh, yes. And you know, the Royals, like all them Major League Baseball teams, have that tarp that they roll back and forth in the case of a bad weather situation.
Sure.
Well, there has to be one person on that team, you know, that can make a good weather call. Whether the tarp need to come off or go back on. And so I would sit perched at the top deck
Skybox.
over left field. And I didn't have no Doppler radar, but I was trained well in meteorology, so I could read the clouds real good. And when I felt that rain coming,
Yeah?
I'd give them that one hand down.
Down.
That meant top out.
Tarp out.
But when the clouds would break
Yep.
and the sun would come back, I'd lift that arm up, top come in, ball
Game
game
on.
go on, and everybody gonna have a good time.
And that's what you did?
That's what I did.
Well, King David, me and the fabulous Superlatives applaud your efforts to make this world a better place. We love you, man. Now, here's a man who made the world a much better place every time he stood in front of that microphone and sang a song. One of the greatest of the blues shouters, Big Joe Turner, ladies and gentlemen, with Shake, Rattle, and Roll.
Get out of that bed, wash your face and hands. Get out of that bed, wash your face and hands. Well, you get in that kitchen, make some noise with the pots and